is visiting me today, or I don't know, maybe one of my friends is visiting me today. I'm a little confused. Are you confused? Okay, so in today's lesson, we have something that we're going to learn regarding plural nouns. Now, when I say plural nouns, it could be nouns that look plural or are actually plural. When I say look plural, it means they always have an S in the end, okay? And these plural nouns are followed by singular verbs, okay? A little confusing? Don't be. So, if I tell you $100, okay, now $100 is plural, okay, you have an S because it's more than $1. $100 is too much money, okay? You must be thinking that why aren't we using R, okay? So, as per our grammar rules and things that we've learned till date, we always believe plural nouns are followed by plural verbs. But in this case, it's a little different because when we talk about a quantity or an amount, it is always followed by a singular verb, okay? I cannot say $100 are too much money. Though this is plural, okay, it is always followed by a singular verb is and not are. Got it? So, if your child asks you, could I have $10? You'll say $10 is too much of pocket money for a day. Is and not are. Remember this? Fixed amounts and quantities, singular verb. Even though the noun is in plural. Okay? 30 miles is quite a distance. Now, similar to the above sentence, I have a plural noun, miles, more than 1 mile, 30 miles. So, again you have a plural noun here, is. You don't say 30 miles are quite a distance, okay, or 30 miles are a long way to walk. You don't say that. You say 30 miles is. Is a singular verb. Okay, so we have 30 miles is quite a distance. Remember, fixed amounts and quantities, even though they are in plural, always followed by a singular verb. Fine, let's move on to our next example. One of my friends, okay, now, first of all, let's deal with one of my. So, when you talk about one of my, okay, let's take an example over here. Okay, so there are many dots, okay, but if I want to tell you one of many, okay, so one of the dots. So I've used a plural noun, okay, because there are many dots, but I'm talking about one of many. So one of my many friends, okay, is an athlete. Now again, if you see, the plural noun is followed by a singular verb. And you must be thinking, why is it so? Well, it's very simple because I'm not talking about all the dots. I'm talking about one of them. So one, if I kind of cover off my friends, okay, so I have one is an athlete, right? So just because you have a plural noun here, you do not use a plural verb and say one of my friends are. No, that is incorrect. One of my friends is. One of my favorite dishes is. One of my favorite songs is. Because I have a lot of favorite songs, but one of them is, okay? Remember that, it's very important. So, one of my friends. Now, coming to this, a lot of people make this mistake. They say, one of my friend is. One of my favorite song is. One of my colleague is. No, the noun is always in plural, followed by a singular verb. Please remember this. So the expression one of my friends, one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite dishes, one of my colleagues. So put the noun in plural followed with a singular verb. I hope this is very clear to you. Well, I'm stressing on this because I've heard a lot of people making this common mistake. Okay, so don't do that. It's very simple. One of followed by the plural noun followed by a singular verb. The next one, bread and butter was served for breakfast. Now this is a bit tricky and you may say there are two items, okay, there are two food items. Why do we need a singular verb? Now, technically it's kind of a compound noun. A compound noun is something that always, two nouns come together more often than not, okay. So, I have probably milk and sandwiches was served for breakfast. Bread and butter was served for breakfast. We generally use them together, okay. Socks and shoes, okay. Things that are always used together or spoken using together, two nouns always followed by a singular verb. So, I cannot say bread and butter were served for breakfast, okay. Though they are two, they are plural, they are two nouns, okay, there is more than one noun, but because they always come together more often than not, they are followed by a singular verb, okay. So, I can say bacon and eggs were served for dinner, okay. So, bacon and eggs, so when you use them, basically expressions with and, okay. So, if I tell you tea and coffee was served late, you don't say was served, tea and coffee was served late. So, because they come together and often come with this expression and, okay, they take a singular verb though there are two nouns. Followed, friends? Remember this. Now, the next one is she has got more than one reason to celebrate. Let's deal with more than one. Okay, so when you use this expression, definitely it's very clear, it's so expressive, it's more than one. That means obviously there could be many reasons, there could be two or more, but she has got more than one. I'm putting a plural expression, okay, and though I mean more than one reason, remember the rule is you put the noun in singular, okay, followed by the verb. So, she has got, I have used a singular verb, she has got more than one reason to celebrate, not reasons, okay. So, I have even put the noun in plural, I have got the verb in singular. Okay. So, though we are talking about more than one noun, keep the noun in singular and you have a singular verb. Okay, friends, the next one, more than one person. A similar example, more than one, that means it could be two or more, okay. I have used a singular noun, I have not used people, okay. I say more than one person is followed by a singular verb. Going to be fired. So, I have not said more than one people are going to be fired, more than one people is going to be fired. This is how the expression is, more than one noun, singular, though it implies plural, okay, because we are talking about more than one, followed by a singular verb, okay. So, remember this, more than one, singular noun, singular verb. The next one, no news is good news. So, if your friend asks you, hey, what news or what's new, you say, hey, no news is good news. Now, news is often misperceived or wrongly perceived as a plural noun. Yes, it does have an S, it looks like a plural noun, but it is singular. So, it stands for north, east, west and south. So, no news is, R is completely incorrect, no news is good news. Okay, so you have a noun looks plural, okay, because it has an S. Don't go by the S and put R or use R. No news is good news. Plural looking noun followed by a singular verb. Aerobics is great fun. Similarly, we don't say aerobic, we say aerobics, okay. It looks like a plural noun plus is a singular verb. Okay. So don't say aerobics are great fun. No, aerobics is. And well, the last one says economics is pretty boring for me. Yes, I never liked this subject. So economics, economic, no, always with an S, but one subject, it's singular, looks like a plural noun because of the S, followed by a singular verb. Okay. So please do not say economics are or mathematics are, because that is not correct. So well friends, this is how we deal with plural nouns, follow the singular verbs. I do understand sometimes it gets a bit confusing, it's a bit tricky and we kind of get lost and speak incorrect sentences. But well, I hope this lesson works for you. And this brings me to the end of another lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I will be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.